Okay, Volume 9. That's where we're at in the book series Bible Story by Arthur S Maxwell. This is my ninth volume of the full set that I have. They're 70 years old. Oof. Okay, and we are at Part 1, Story 3, Village Jesus Wouldn't Burn. Okay, time was running out for Jesus, and he knew it. When he was alone, with his disciples, he tried to tell them uh, that the happy, carefree days would soon be over, but they wouldn't believe him. Sorry, my back itches. It's been itching kind of all day, so okay. He told them that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elder and the chief priests and the scribes, and be killed, and to and be raised again on the third day. But it all seemed impossible to them. Peter even began to rebuke him, saying, "Be it far from thee, Lord, that this be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee." Everything had gone so well up to now. The miracles of healing, the crowd that came to listen, the feeding of the 5,000. What a wonderful time it had been. Surely Jesus wouldn't let a few priests and scribes spoil his plans to set up his glorious kingdom. Somehow it didn't dawn on them yet that if Jesus was indeed the Son of God, as John the Baptist had said, he must someday be offered up as a sacrifice. That was something beyond their imagination and too terrible to think about. But Jesus thought about it, and as the day followed day, the shadows of the cross began to gather around him. It would have been so easy to run away and hide somewhere. He could have gone to India or China or Africa, and nobody would have found him there. But he didn't run away, even though he knew all about the terrible things that were going to happen to him. Instead, he steadfast set his face to go to Jerusalem. That must have taken a lot of courage, and it was just that, and it was just then that something very beautiful happened. Evening was approaching, and Jesus had sent James and John ahead to look for lodging for the night. The nearest village belonged to the Samaritans, but this did not worry the two disciples. They not had they not Jesus been specifically kind to the Samaritans, so they would see that he loved them as much as he loved the Jews. Sorry, robot. I do that. Had he not spent several wonderful days in Sychar, healing their sick? But when the disciples asked for rooms, they were refused. But why? He asked. Why? They asked, why? Because your master is on his way to Jerusalem. It was a foolish reason, so little, so childish. James and John became so angry, they said to Jesus, "Would you like us to command fire to come down from heaven and consume them as Elijah did?" Jesus was shocked. I would be too. What a dreadful thing to suggest to the king of lovers. To think that his disciples would talk like that, like this, after living with him for 3 years. Didn't they understand yet that he had come from heaven to reveal the love of God to men? In words that would never, in words that will never die, he said, "The Son of Man is not come to destroy men's life, but to save them." Looking at the little village that had refused him shelter, he felt only pity for the people who lived there. Poor things. They didn't know any better. How could they? How could they know what he was on his way? How could they know that he was on his way to Jerusalem to die for them as well as for everybody else in the world? Someday they would see how they had missed their chance to welcome the Son of God and cheer his heart before his greatest sorrow, before his great sorrow. But not now. Their shriveled hearts were too full of petty jealousy. It was too bad. But Jesus would not let himself be angry with them. He had come to save, not to destroy. And they went to another village. We don't know which one it was, but it was blessed with the presence of the Savior. The people there gained what the others lost. And then, of course, it has on one page a big giant cross, and I think it's Jerusalem here at the top. And then you have um, the disciples telling him to bring the fire down. And it's a two-pager with a lot of text in it. You can see the cross right here. The illusion of the cross going to Jerusalem. And then him being asked to bring fire down and wipe that Samaritan city out, which was very bad for the disciple to say that. I don't even remember any of this. And I'm pretty much read the stories. Okay, well, that was part 1, story 3. And, of course, it's the break. And we'll be back. I'll be back. Be back in a little bit. Wait.